What's up, friends? So in this video today, you will learn to create an epic title like this. It's a really easy tutorial. Just follow along step by step. And if you like this video, give me a thumb up, leave something in the comment, and I am going to teach you now how to create this epic title. All right, so the first thing that you want to do is you want to go to your effects tool, and right here in your toolbox, you see titles. You want to click on title, and then you see you can choose out of different titles. But we're gonna choose just a text title. That's the basic title. We're gonna click on it, and then you can drag it into your timeline. Now we want to select this title, and we want to hover over with our line right here, that we are on our title, and we're gonna see our title. So let's close this area, click on effect, and it's closed. Now you want to open the inspector tool, and you see title and setting, and we want to work in our title. Okay, so click on it, and then we're gonna change the title, whatever you want. I will keep it New York. And then you can choose a font. So on the internet, you can buy some really cool fonts, and then you can import them to DaVinci Resolve, and then you can use them for your projects. I already did this. So when you open it up, and yeah, this one is cool, click on it. So you can change the font face. I will leave it to the default setting. The thing that I want to change is the color. I would change it to yellow and then hit OK. And then you can change the size of your fonts. And there are a few different ways to do this. You can either click on the circle and drag it to the right, then you will make it bigger. If you drag it to the left, you will make it smaller. If you double click on it, on this size, then you will go back to the default settings. Or you can double click on this number and type in a number that you prefer. Or you click on this number and you drag with your mouse to the right, and you will make it bigger or smaller. And double click to put it back to the default setting again. So you can do tracking if you want. If you drag it to the right, it will make the title wider. And if you drag it to the left, it will make the title closer to each other. Line spacing, I always leave it on the default settings. Font style, it's pretty cool. So let's say you want to have a line under New York. You click on this icon, then you have a line under here. Click on it again and it's gone. If you want to have a line on top of it, pretty cool. And if you want to have a line through New York, you can do that as well. You can also click the first one and the second one, pretty cool. And then you can click on 2 and 2, and this is basically just to make it smaller or bigger. And yeah, so I never use these two. I always use these three when I want to use them. Then I will leave font case to the default settings. Assignment, you can play with it, but I also leave it to the default settings. It's basically just a position of your title, and I leave this also to the default settings because I want to change it with the position, okay? So I want to have fully control over my title. Let's say I want to have it all the way to the left, or I want to pull it all the way up, or I want to pull it all the way to the right or down, whatever I prefer. And then you can also zoom in or zoom out. So double click on it, nice in the middle, New York. And now fun part is happening, because now we want to outline a really thin stroke, a little thin white stroke, something like this, okay? We want to have that color white, and we want to have the outside line only. Now you don't see anything because the number is 0. We want to increase that line, not too much. If you want to zoom into your title, you go all the way to here, and you can zoom in 200%. So if you click Z or click on fit, it's back to the normal size. So let's zoom in and make the stroke even thicker. Something like this, maybe 5. Then we go to the shadow, and this is also pretty cool. We're gonna create a shadow of this title, and we want to give it a white color. And you don't see anything because you need to change the offset. Okay, so let's put it up, put it to the right. Guys, play with it. do something that you prefer. I prefer this. So right here, you can increase the blur or decrease the blur. And you can change the opacity. So if you want the blur almost gone, you will put it on 0. And I will put it on something like this. So now we are arrived at the background. And this is pretty cool, guys, because right here, you can create this nice circle, okay? So how to do this? First, we want to decide the background color. So let's make it this color. Hit on OK. Then we want to create the outline color. So basically the white one. And click on white. And we are still seeing nothing. And that is because we need to increase the height. And if you like this style, just leave it as it is. But we need to create these outlines as well. So we want to increase the outline. And if you want to make it and give it a more of a circle look, you need to increase the corner. You can change the position of your circle if you want. So I would leave it to the default settings, double click on it, and then you can decide the opacity. But I would also leave it to the default settings. And guys, there you have it. This is how you make a basic titles in the inspector tool. It's really not that hard. If you learned something today, I would appreciate it that you give me a thumb up, leave something in the comment, and I am going to check you out in my next video. See ya, bye bye.